Good morning. Good seeing you guys. Yeah, one of the things I want to say up front is just how proud I am of our community. And for those of you that maybe haven't, maybe you're visiting today or a guest with us, kind of this dream that we've had. What would it look like to purchase 17 acres of land for some kids in Haiti and be a part of this redemption and resurrection process for kids that have been orphaned and neglected and abused? And so we kind of entered that into a community. A couple weeks ago said, here's the deal, here's 1 week, let's see what God can do. And the next week, let's go. And so I just want to say how incredibly proud that I am. And I hope that our community is always marked by a spirit of, you know what, if other people maybe in other organizations or other churches or just, if other people will just stand around maybe and talk, we will always be a community that steps into a moment. We will always be a community that takes action. Regardless of what the outcome, we won't let fear dominate us. We won't let all the what-ifs dominate us, but we will step into a moment and we will be a community that takes action and understands what love looks like, and that it's marked by a willingness, as Steve just talked about, to make a choice and to choose to do something. And so there's lots of tensions that come along with kind of putting a number out there like $385,000 to try to raise in a week. And so it was interesting getting feedback from some people even that following couple days from when I announced it, and just getting some phone calls and been like, yeah, I know you weren't really asking for that. That sounded like you might have been asking for that amount of money, but I mean, can you really explain to me what you were? Because that just seems ridiculous. And that's one of the tensions, because it's an incredible amount of money. When you break that down in our community, in our church alone, I mean, that's a fourth of our annual budget. That's 13 times our weekly budget, a fourth of our total operating costs for the year. Plus, you just take into consideration the uncertain financial times our economy is in, and how fuel prices are just crazy, and there's just a lot of uncertainty, and so there's lots of tensions that come with putting it out there. And so one of the things we said up front, kind of entering into this moment, was we were going to resolve to celebrate no matter what. Because we don't know exactly how God wants to use us. Our responsibility as a community is to listen to God and to step into the moment, not to dictate, God, what does success look like? What do you want that to be? And so that part of that marker for us needs to be, God, you may want to use us to remove that rock out of the road and say, you know what, you want us to do all of it. And God, you may want to use us to raise still a ridiculous amount of money, $100,000 or $200,000. May serve as a catalyst for other people than to just get on board and to say, you know what, we're going to make this happen, and so that our role may be that. And so we just said, God, whatever you want to do, we're going to step into it. And God, we're just going to be faithful to that. And we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate whatever it is that you did with us and in our community. We're going to celebrate. So in a moment, we're going to reveal the number of what our community raised. And then regardless, we're going to celebrate as a community, and we're going to thank God for what He's allowed us to be a part of. All right? So with that, we'll start going. All right? So Ken, go ahead and start flipping.